Jim Dempsey getting festive with Italian black metalers in IMBOLC and the new album Sette Cornici di Purificazione. Ooh, Penitenegazzi. Now, I had to kind of think for a moment on reference points with this one. When you first press play on this sucker, it sounds quite like First Prayer from C Monumentum, but well, that doesn't last for that long. But regardless, it is an interesting listen, the sort of black metal that goes places and has a lot of peaks and valleys and melodic flourishes. So, a lot of the top tier or reference point bands in this sort of vein are the kind of bands that I've been actively ignoring for most of my time listening to black metal. But I did come up with this as a way to orient us. So if a lot of the really rudimentary and crude stuff that makes a Dempsey drool has something of a Middle Ages or even a Dark Ages flair, this has a real Renaissance vibe. Not like Faire black metal, but just in that it is animated by the spirit of something very classical and, fitting enough, I suppose, for Italy, which was really the center of the Renaissance anyway. So, let me put some numbers to this. On the music, I give it a solid 5 of 10. Right up in that middle tier where there was nothing uninteresting or inappropriate about it. So this was an enjoyable listen and somewhat edifying for a Jim. But the aesthetic is where it comes in really strong. Just on the strength of the album cover alone, I have to go with an absolute 10 of 10. The album cover is so gorgeous that I wish they didn't clutter it up with a logo or anything. So gorgeous, I'm not even marking them down a point for having done so. It's apparently inspired by the 1964 Mask of the Red Death. Good choice, but just all around, the simple little choices that this band makes really do kind of just push that extra thing in where even a Jim's got to take a little notice and be like, alright, I'll spend an afternoon here, okay? So, that is IMBOLC. And again, Sette Cornici di Purificazione. Jim Dempsey on his way to Penitenegazzi. Dips up.